Hi, it's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. Today we're working again with some gorgeous dies and a stamp set that coordinates. I actually made the opposite of what I wanted, if you see what I mean. So I've got a pink card, or yellow and pink card, and then a pink and blue card box here. So I thought today I'd make the opposites again, so they matched. These are our cute little boxes. They're new. There are 3 and 1/8, and they're really cute, and they fit inside them are little 3x3 cards and envelopes, so you can send you know, cards and envelopes, little note cards to people, but they also fit the little 3x3 post-it notes, and I thought those pink and blue ones just matched perfectly with that. So I have my little post-it notes in there. My team love post-it notes. In fact, I know quite a lot of people who like post-it notes, so I thought that would work well. So let's get started and we'll go through everything. And last year we got the tags stamp set, which coordinated with the trio of tags die, this one. Okay, and I love this die because it's all coordinated, it's all attached. So you literally stamp once, cut once, and that's it, it's done. And then this year Stampin' Up have brought out this new set of stamps called the Celebration of Tags, and they coordinate again perfectly. You can't tell here because this is only at 85%, but if I show you on the actual stamps themselves, you basically just cut out the whole thing in one go. It's genius, it really is, and I just love things that make my life easy and quick. So it's really quick to do these cards and the coordinating box. So let me show you. But if you wanted to have Halloween, Valentine's and Christmas, you could add this stamp set as well, and then you've got the whole shebang. So I've got my stamps here, but I want to cut them. I want to colour them in 2 different ways. So the good thing about this is there's quite a nice amount of space in between. So what I've done is I ink up just these 2 stamps in black because I want black to be the main colour. Let's just get that off of there. I went a bit crazy there, Pip. Stop going so crazy. So yeah, just these 2 in black, like so. Okay, with my memento. Could add a bit more up here at the top. Sometimes on photopolymer you just have to just go back again. And then with my Magenta Madness, literally just do the hooray one, and you can just tilt the stamp and make sure that you're actually getting all the way to the edge, which is what you want. So that's that. Then bring your mat out. This is your Pierce mat, and pop that on so it's nice and foamy underneath. And then when you stamp that down, you'll get all 3 images, but you'll get 2 black and 1 pink. Look at that, cool. So then you run that through the die cutting machine like so. You pop your die on top of here, and you need to just make sure it lines up. Okay, so this needs to be straight on these edges here, which will put the zebra in the front, in the forefront, but then just make sure it's down enough to give the full lip of the tag down here. There we go. And then you just attach that with some washi tape and then run that through your die cutting machine. Okay, so that's that. Once it's run through, ta-da, as if by magic, it looks like this. And where's my zebra gone? There we go. And this. So we have 1 zebra and we have 1 hip hip hooray. Just make sure you get all your little endy bits out. Okay, so that's your tags done. So then it's just a question of putting together your cards now and the little box. So I've gone with opposite colours so they match with the box. These papers are from the Artistry Blooms papers, and this is just the back of this one. It's just so pretty. A gorgeous ombre. They've all got this sort of ombre-ish kind of effect. And then these are from the Rainbow Glimmer paper. So it kind of goes on like this. There's a darker purple, pinky purpley bit there, and then a bit more here of the light blue. So it comes in a sheet of 12 by 12. So you get like a whole sheet like this. It's just good. So you've got greens going into turquoise, into blue, into purple into pink into red into orange and yellow. I mean, it's just gorgeous, and it's glitter with no shed. It doesn't matter what you do to it, it doesn't come off. So you can run it through your Big Shot, you can run it through your, you know, you can die cut with it, nothing, punch with it, everything is fine. So I've just cut mine just because I wanted to have something simple behind my die cut element. And I don't know if I'm going to go that way or that way. Ooh. See, this is the tricky bit now, working out which way around it is, but I think I'm going to go that way for this one. I don't know. So we're just going to stick our pieces together. Nothing technical about this card, really, other than the fact that you're using that fabulous die set. And I like the fact that you can just highlight something with a die and just have it be the star of the show. And people think that just because these are little tags, that they're just for boxes or little note cards and you can't use them for big cards. I'm here to tell you that's not true. You can use them for big cards too. You just have to, you know, layer them up, give them some accents behind them, and then they do you proud. Just making sure that is straight. Yep, that is straight. Yeah, I quite like it that way. There we go. Pop that onto my Misty Moonlight base, and I've chosen Misty Moonlight even though it's not in the description of colours that come with this Artistry Blooms, but I've chosen it because as the ombre effect happens, it might start off as Night of Navy at the top, but by the time it gets down to sort of like this midway point, this is pretty much Misty Moonlight, and I love that it goes with the colours. And doesn't that magenta just pop out? Oh, yummy. Now I've got some magenta ribbon, obviously, to pop on here, because I just think we need more. We just need more pink. There's a surprise, me saying that. We need more pink. Well, you wouldn't expect it from me, would you really? So a little bit of Stampin' Seal, so just in the middle here, and then you can hardly see it, but it is there, I promise. You only need a little bit, and then we're just sticking this bit over that way so I can trim it off. 1, 2, oh, I probably needed a bit more seal. Oh no, there's a little bit there, that's good. 3. And then just chop that off. Jaunty angle, jaunty angle. There we go, lovely. And then dimensionals, that's it. Job done, card finished. We might put on a few little embellishments as you would, because we obviously like embellishments, so some little bling is never a bad thing. And the good thing is we have some coordinating colours. Yay! Because we're using the Magenta Madness. Look at that. Just yummy. There we go. So that's on my Hip Hip Hooray. And then we have our little in colour enamel dots, and we've got them in Misty Moonlight and we've got them in magenta. So we can decide to maybe add a Misty Moonlight one. Why not? And then maybe a magenta one down here on the blue, and then maybe another magenta one down here on the blue. Yeah, maybe just there. There we go. But see, then I feel like I need another Misty Moonlight, so we might have to bring another Misty Moonlight in over here, sort of there-ish, and then that means we need another Misty Moonlight, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 now, so let's bring this one over here like so. There we go. So now we've got our 5. So there we go. So that's our blue and our pink version. No, our pink and blue and our yellow and pink versions of that card. Looking good. Both looking good. I like that. Now we're going to just finish off this little box, and this box has got to be the quickest and easiest box you could ever want. Okay. It's just, you need to just measure the sides. So these are 2 centimeters. This is 8 centimeters. So this is basically 2 plus 8 is 10, 12, plus another 8 is 20, plus another 2 is 22. But I'm going to do 22 and a half because I don't like this strip down here, and you lose a bit as it goes around the corner. So 22 and a half, and this time we're using this side because we're going to do the opposite box, as it were. So 22 and a half, because we can always trim it that way. There we go. by 8. Alright, because the box is square. So we'll go by 8. It's really 7.9, but we're going to go by 8. Okay. And then we are going to score the edges at, actually I want this to be behind. So this will be my starting point, which is going to get hidden. So 2, and then 2 plus 8 is 10, and then 12, then 20. Okay. And then we've got that longer bit to trim. And then you put your box together, making sure that you have, that you fold this piece in. So fold these edges and then fold this piece in, so you've got a good crease here. Make sure these have nice good creases. Pop your box together. This will help it really stay down, which is what you want. So fold here, fold it in on itself, crease it, fold in the tabs, because if you fold the tabs in first you can't get the side in enough, like the flaps in enough to hold. And then really simply we use a bit of the Stampin' Seal Plus. So this is like the extra strong version of the normal Stampin' Seal. So this one is a bit more like the fast fuse that we used to have. Okay, and you're just going to stick it. Now make sure that you don't stick. Make sure you don't stick it this way. You've got to stick it this way. Where's those? Those are opening at the front. So stick it facing towards the back. There we go. Got your crease there. Nice. Make sure it's straight. Okay. And then again, just seal plus it down here. That's it. Then when this goes down, that'll be straight. Yeah, that's better. And then again, we're going to do 2 lots down this end, because it's a bit wider and I'm not sure where we're going to need to cut that off. And this is going to come in, crease that crease, come in like this, and then come over like so. And then that piece there, we're just going to trim that little bit off, and then it will sit flush to the box. So just trim. Now it's basically 22 point whatever, 8 or 9 or whatever it is to get this round, but I reckon 23 and then a trim is just good enough for most people. So there we go. So there's that, and then we just have to add our ribbon. So now all that's left to do is to put our ribbon on and our little zebra. So we're going to take some of this Ruched Daffodil Delight ribbon, which has carried over, which I'm very pleased about. Wrap that round and tie a bow. Okay. Make it a decent size bow. Even though it's a little present, it should still have a nice, you know, nice balanced size bow like that. Chop off your ends. I love this ruched ribbon. It's bouncy. Whereas the magenta is lovely and soft, this is just nice and bouncy, kind of fun loving. And then we have our little zebra that we've popped out, and I'm just going to use my Daffodil Delight right marker just to colour in my little balloon like so, very gently. And then I'm going to add, of course, a touch of Winker Stella just on top of that, because we could always do with a bit of Winker Stella, especially on a happy birthday balloon, which is what I'm thinking this is. Then I used, out of the Playful Pets ribbon combo pack, there's this brilliant black and white ribbon twine, which matches perfectly with our little zebra. So we only need a small amount of this. We're not going to tie anything fancy with it. We're just poking it through the hole, which if you don't have nails and you find tricky, then take your pick tool to just help you poke that through. take the two ends and pull them tight so you've got a nice connection there. And then this comes the sneaky bit. You're going to take a glue dot with your, these are running out, I need some more of these. So take your glue dot like so. It might get a bit, in this heat, it's really melted a little bit. You're going to lift your bow, you're going to pop your glue dot down and hope it doesn't come off again. It's not good, in this heat, it doesn't like the heat. You're going to stick your twine through. I don't like this heat either, it's too hot for me here in the UK. Oh, don't get it tied up in your bow. What are you doing? And then you're just going to position your ribbon, not your actual label. You want your label to keep moving. You're going to position your ribbon over that glue dot and stick it down. And then tighten up your bow again, because that will probably have come loose by this point. Tighten up your bow again on top of it, and then just cut your ends off. So it's kind of cheating, but in a good way. So now we have our blue and our yellow that now matches. I don't know why I did it that way, I just got carried away. So that now matches our blue and our yellow cards, like so. I just love this die set, isn't it so cute? Just really cute. So that is the trio of tags dies, like this. So trio of tags dies with the new Celebration of Tags stamp set. But of course you can also add on the Halloween, Valentine's and Christmas stamp set too. So you've got tags, 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 Celebration of Tags, and then the trio of tags dies. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at dies, at the trio of tags dies set this week. I think it's cute. I had another two yesterday. We did two different cards yesterday. So yeah, it's just very versatile, I think, and it doesn't have to be, it works perfectly for small gifts, but it doesn't have to be just for small gifts. You can make big cards with it and it still looks great. So thanks, Mary. Let's try that again. So thank you very much for watching my video today. All the details are below. If you just hit that little downward triangle, you can see all the details. Hop over onto my blog, see all the measurements, etc., and all the products that I used to make these, and you can purchase them in my shop if you wish. But thanks ever so much for watching, and I hope you'll be back again next week when I'll have some more videos from Pip Todman, your Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK for queenpipcards.com. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care now. Bye.